And hello everybody, welcome on back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Here I was thinking we were done with this first one in the trilogy, but there's an episode 5, so we're gonna rise from the ashes and investigate something. Ooh, nice little rain scene. Yeah, oh? Ooh, this is like 2 murders happening at the same time in different buildings. Seems like the deed has been done. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd. Hey, we've already gone past real time. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fray? About that. Oh, you're not Mia Fray, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fray is no longer works here. So you are a coffee boy? I am Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yep, you know me. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then, you're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Just her coming back in a different form. I was like, I'm here for it at least. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Alright, what do you got for me? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of, jumpy? Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader? But I'm ready to do my job at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care. There's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fray, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know? I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fray person was a few years below her in school. So went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia's a woman. Now that you mention it, guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice for you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Being's just jumping from that to this, being like, well, that's besides the fact, it's fine. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, and that's it. Alright, cool. Alright, detention center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or do you not want to raise... Oh, I was reading that right. Or did you not want to raise this here, understood, ma'am. Well, what was that all about? Hi, Alana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm Chief Prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Nope, we're doing great. Don't you worry. Here's something you should know from the start. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? Crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Wow, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Okay, but could you imagine it? Because like, my guess is that she probably didn't do it, because it's been par for the course for everything so far and everyone we've defended. But can you just imagine someone who you think is a murderer just being like, wow, that's really bad luck he got caught, huh? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective? Detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Ray, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I've learned. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure that prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it would seem impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? I'm going to change the subject. Wait, she was in a class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted? Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. I can imagine his feelings being like, uh-oh, I was like, wait, I thought Mia had a crush on me, but... It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But, Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Ooh. Tough. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So? How can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Oh, well, I'm sure you don't mean that. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there is something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. So this is a lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're gonna be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to be, or aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed around here, partner? Partner? Ooh. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Of course is. Of course his name is Marshall. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Oh my god, he's so cool. Was that, Ombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Well... What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Oh, wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found the wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wow, she really is just like Maya, huh? Call to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling until she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of Enter. Okay, alright. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool, though. Here for it. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. Be able to see what's mysterious about it? Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Ladders. Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? I got this one. So a ladder is normal, but then a step ladder is when you go, what are you doing, step ladder? And it's scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe that's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did she just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. That's probably important to know. No clues here. Oh. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. You able to see how it makes any difference either way? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Okay, alright. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, kind of dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that that was his name? Okay, alright. We can slide. Cool. You know, they told me that I can't be in the crime scene, but they haven't made me leave the crime scene? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunt for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with a body in her saddle, eh? Please? No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does the guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should just check out the room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office? In any case, stay away from the car. I can look around here. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as a cough-up queen are over. Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned in my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? Witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, Coffee Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering in my heel. Oh, cool. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. Yep, okay. The case... Hey... Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackmailing the name of innocence. Oh, blackening. Oops. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace her lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. You! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Oh, Phoenix. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. I just love how, like, clueless he is the whole time, and I respect it, because me too, buddy, me too. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Alana Sky wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery tie... Nope. Not slivery, silvery. The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. The rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course. Quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did you pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? God. He said one line about whimpering at heels and I just can't speak now. No relation. Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. Oh. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. It's always funny because every now and again I mix up the word Trilobite and Troglodyte. I was like, caveman. I was like, no. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis? Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. Steel Samurai, I recognize you anywhere. This is the kind of room that... Oh, this is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office it is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix, Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. I was gonna say, I know I recognized him. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Yeah, we know that she knows him. She mentioned the murder trial. Of course, I'm his biggest fan. Even better. My sister introduced us once and... Right, your sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Hmm? He's just got the smug look on his face too. He's like, that would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Hey, buddy! So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it, I was surprised. It was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, here we are again, huh? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time where there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago? I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was a murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Alright. No crits. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. Besides, any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense. Especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? No, with Edgeworth it's never personal, it's all about winning tomorrow. Okay. So, tell me about this guy. My, what an amazing bouquet, just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? I don't think so. I do. Fucking old bag over there. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send me that shield to be the best they send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What, so? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? Didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. I hate that I said it like that. She's getting way too excited about this. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. You know, for when I plan on throwing myself out the window later. Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend, what an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. It's fine. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Just the idea of it specifically being something to be like, being right, you were always like Edgeworth's Fray. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling, there's even a ladder. Odd. Thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone to get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I just love the idea that, like, Edgeworth and Detective Gumshoe were, like, close homies, and he's like, hey, can you come up here and get this for me? Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll try to take that name flag as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Okay, but I love the thought of that too. Detective Gumshoe is just popping up to be like, hey buddy, here to clean your desk for you. Okay, nobody. Got anything interesting that we can talk to you about? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Hey, check it out, there's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. What do you mean? Buddy. Oh. So is there nothing else? I guess not. Did you take a look at this? You? Yeah, yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks, she didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. You mean you don't want to see a knife? Okay. Okay, alright. So what could we... So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does that matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Okay, there we go. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place a little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Okay. This is a parking stop from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back? What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, so many new characters. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring you this. Bring this to you. That was an old... Nope. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins? Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. If his hand wasn't bandaged, he would definitely be doing the simp fingers. He'd be like, oh, but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Fuck. Poor guy. Right. Yes, sir? God, you got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Well, let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as a patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to finally have calmed down at least. We're just gonna back it up. February 22nd, police department entrance. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's the mascot? Disturbing, why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know, this is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. There's our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Alright. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. They're worried about... They're worried about being called fake because of woke, you know? So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? This is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of a crime scene is unheard of, pal. Huh. This was the guy that was murdered, right? Oh. Name ID and number. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Yabba-dab. See, wouldn't that be better? Yabba-dab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point, teehee. Doesn't take much to amuse her. Okay. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgot. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Well, wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Okay. So then, yeah, both of those lead to that. Hey, Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Hey, hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. It means Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman, he's a victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more? Detective Gumshoe? So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a good detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There's an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? In case you forgot the murder trial last time. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay. Oh, he's not here. Oh, did it reset all of this stuff too? Maybe it's made out of chocolate and its owner took a bite of it. It appears to be made out of bronze with gold plating. It's not worth much, $70 tops. This girl's the thing about pricing everything, doesn't she? I wonder what the big K means. Mysterious. Von Karma's the only one who won the award, so it's just a K for Von Karma. There's a jacket frame on the wall like a painting. The fabric is high-grade cashmere, Italian styling. Silk ruffles, turquoise buttons, and a gold thread collar. I'm guessing it's worth around $5,000. $5,000? Speaking of which, your suit would be about... That's enough of that. I don't need my life appraised, thank you very much. Wow, what an amazing bouquet. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Okay, you already know how this one goes. Okay, what about his desk? Teddy's one might suspect. A nice desk, easy to use, and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. I'd prefer not to have to look at myself while I... Oh, I'd prefer not to have myself... Wow. I'd prefer not to have to look at myself while I work. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up to the chess, but it looks like blue's in a tight spot. Okay. Got you. A ladder. Okay, alright. Okie dokie. You got anything to say about this? No. Not at all. You got anything to see this? Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Okay. Okay, let's see. Two, 6, 3, 8, 1. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Okay. Let's see. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Okay. Interesting. I do think it's a cool mechanic, though. Nothing on the back. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Sometimes I think about stuff like that, where it's just like, So for the first time in my life, I got pulled over just because of my registration being out. And the only reason I got pulled over is because I turned in front of a cop instead of, and I like even went the wrong way because I was just heading home from the gas station and I turned right and was like, oh, I should have gone straight, but I was just gonna turn at the normal way that I can use to cut across town. And then I got pulled over and I was like, cool, literally if I had just gone the right way in the first place, I would have been fine. Is there anything else we can glean off of this? No. Okay. You don't have anything more there. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show me this every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said. I wish I had a badge, even an ID card would be nice. Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? I mean... I'm scary because you keep driving a card. I forget my secret number 2 a lot, that's scary. But I'm me after all, and what could be wrong with that? I think I'll stay out of this conversation. Oh, I forgot that I can examine. I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? She threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger fated to dance until he drops. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? Remember the guy who is? What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? Oh. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Ooh. Be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, you know what? You're a real one for that, I appreciate you. Usual wanted posters hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know space? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. He has a point. Looks like they look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Alright, you're the best, buddy. I immediately was just like, yeah, I love you. It's like when you end a phone call and you're like, bye, I love you, and then you realize you're not talking to a person you meant to say I love you to. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Damn, girl, she getting everyone, huh? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Okay. Alright, buddy. Alright, bucko. First things first, is there anything... Hey, look here, it looks like something's been crossed out. There was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Hey, you know what? Still got more of a bonus than I did. Okay. Oh. Nope, don't want to check you. I want to present. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Wow, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. I be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Ray, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Letter of introduction and crumpled and discarded. That's sad. Okay. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. Think it means witness, Miss Angel Star? One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Oh, cool. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Oh, hold on, actually, let me double check. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Funny you should... oh. Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me? But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be charged of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. Keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? I guess they're probably pulling the angle that he's too close to things. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah. Right, let's check it out. Oh good, I'm glad that it's just an automated thing that I can't do myself. Blue button. This one's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. What do you mean? I'm not even... He's not even a decade older than you are. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Key? Now to see the owner of the phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Come on. Beep. Okay, this is a bop though. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone, phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but... Oh, yeah, it's kind of strange, but... Someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. It's fine, don't worry about it. Just now all I can think of though is, Walker Texas Ranger is just such like an obscene show. I remember watching it a ton like as a kid growing up. That's all I can think about with this guy is just a wannabe Walker Texas Ranger. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person to know that would come to that conclusion. Because the eyes of the ranger are upon you. That theme song will always go hard though. I have not watched that show in who knows how many years, and especially given the views of certain people. still know that theme song anywhere. It appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675-12-2. Goodman's name is on the top right. Oh, 67S. Name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. I think I know what it means, though. My guess is that it means... Oh. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. Go over to B block to buy hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. So the fact that he's thought about it, just not that soon. So if we come over here, right? This has gotta be that 3-digit code that goes with the badge, right? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect is tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's a dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence for aging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all them cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere, everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Ah, I knew I recognized it too. It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? You can't. I mean, she's literally a child, so like... The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 518 just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Ooh, we did it! You know what? That was a fun one. I'm excited to see where this goes from here. So, next time we'll pick up on the next one and figure it out from there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and I will see you in the next one.